Let's do this. Today we are going to take a Nationals winning Cindra list and go from baller to budget. I'm going to talk about the cards that make up the majority of the cost in the deck, the budget replacements, and the impact that has on the deck. This is just one Nationals in Thailand. There are 6 cards that make up the vast majority of the cost of this deck. First, we're going to start with the equipment. It's mostly legendary. So first off the bat, we have Blood Splattered Vest. So this contributes to the overall strategy of the deck in 2 ways: resource fixing and a soft on-hit effect through your daggers. There's nothing we can really do about the on-hit effect. And what I mean by that is there's a attention and thought process that your opponent has to consider when playing against somebody who's running this card. They have to think, if I don't block this dagger, they can gain a resource. Maybe that unlocks their turn in some way, yada, yada, yada. So that is a part of the equation that you are removing from the deck when you don't run this card. It's not massive. It's not game breaking. It doesn't mean the deck's bad, but it's not 0. You know what I mean? A budget replacement for this would be the card that I spoke about the other day, Old Knocker. It's at instant speed, so you don't have to break the combat chain to get the resource. Next one, Dragon Scalar Flight Path. This is the legendary Draconic leg piece. Dragon Scalar Flight Path lets you attack an additional time with the weapon or ally you use it on. Cindra doesn't really make a ton of use of that because your daggers go away and you're flicking them and everything like that. The one block, if you need that, you're just going to run Blade, Beckoner, Boots. This is from the Hunted as well. It's the best. It replaces Iron Rot, the best Blade Break one or Battle Worn one, whatever it is. Guardwell, that's the one. And if you think the Go Again is more important, which I would argue it is because it's an aggro deck, just run Snapdragon Scalars, common piece, you can find it anywhere. Next is Flick Knives. Flick Knives is tough. This is pretty core to the strategy and gameplay loop of Cindra because it keeps threatening your Mask of Momentum triggers if you're running that. And then also it just helps you extract value out of Cindra's ability natively, where you are throwing your daggers, you're swinging with your daggers, they go away, you bring them back. That whole loop, you're lowering the ceiling on that. It doesn't mean the deck is bad if you don't run it, but similar to Blood Splattered Vest, there is a reduction in ceiling and there's a reduction in pressure that the deck applies to an opponent that is kind of hard to quantify, that you need to take into consideration when playing this hero. The replacement for this is a common, also from the Hunted, called Danger Digits. It's literally the same ability as Flick Knives. It just can only be used once per game. Mask of Momentum. This is another one similar to Flick Knives, but maybe not to the same extent that is hard to replace. It makes your opponent have to play the game your way. Whether they already want to play that way or they really don't want to play that way, doesn't matter. They have to play the game on your rules. They have to block every second chain link. If they don't, you're going to draw a card, and that's just insane value. But against a deck that doesn't want to block, if you don't have this, they're free to not block and just race you. If you really want to prioritize the draw ability, there's a card called Mask of Three Tails. It's a rare. I believe it's in Tulare Community College collab. If you hit 3 times, you break it, draw a card. Great. The other one is Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. It's $10. It's also in this list. I would probably just run that. It's a great card. It has the 2 block, has a great attack reaction. Totally worth it. Shelter from the Storm. This freaking card, dude. It's literally just 2 cards stapled together. It's a Calming Breeze and a defense reaction in 1 card. That's why it's so expensive. That's why it's so good. It's flexible, all of that. You don't need it. Run any defense reaction. You can run Sink Below, Fate Foreseen, and if you think it would serve you better based on your meta, you could definitely run Calming Breeze. Last is Warmonger's Diplomacy. This is an expensive card because it shuts down a handful of decks really well, particularly something like a Ranger, and you just can make good use of it because you don't run any non-attack action. Kind of a spicy pick, but if you're also not running Mask of Momentum, the card that I would run is Prowess of Agility. This is a Majestic that if you've hit or if you've attacked 4 times, you can pop it and draw a card. Again, spicy, kind of low consistency, high powered type of thing, but you can do it. Throw Dagger, Knives Out, and Concealed Blade would be the other 3 cards I'd consider in this slot. And then the rest of the Majestics in this main deck are all under $20 each, which, is a cost for sure. This isn't like a commoner deck by any means. This is a Nationals winning list. But I think that's pretty reasonable. Ignite is like $5.50, Oath of Loyalty is $16, Spreading Flames is $4.50, and Tenacity is $10. That's how I would take a Nationals winning list and make it really affordable. Shave those cards, you shave off, what, $170, $260,